You know that feeling where you feel like I'll do it later, or when you tell yourself, I will do it later. Later becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week, and then suddenly the deadline is staring you in the face. You're under pressure, you're angry at yourself for not starting in time, but somehow the pressure drives you to do the work at that moment, and eventually you finish it. You finish it, but you're exhausted and frustrated. Ask myself. I've been a victim of such things as well. Why do we do this, even though we know it's hurting us? Hi, I'm Dr. Luasho, and welcome to the Unique Success Code, where we talk about achieving your goals, mastering time management, productivity, and overcoming procrastination and personal transformation, that is becoming the best of yourself. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to overcome procrastination and get things done even when you don't feel like it. Now, what is procrastination? I want you to understand that procrastination is not even a laziness problem. Neither is it a time problem, but how many people think it is. But no, it's not. It's an emotion problem. Yes, it's an emotion problem. It's something that so when you procrastinate, you are not actually avoiding the task. You are avoiding the feeling that trying to do the task or doing the task brings with you. It could be fear, it could be overwhelm, it could even be boredom. This just excites me, something like that. So when you understand that it's an emotion problem, you begin to know how to handle it. So today, when you are faced with these emotions, your brain just say, you know what? Let us protect you. We'll do it when we feel ready. Okay, so you tell yourself, I'll do it when I feel ready. Guess what? You never get to feel ready. No. In other words, you don't sit down and wait for motivation. Have you ever noticed that most of the time, energy comes or motivation even comes when you already started working on that project? Yes, so don't bother thinking that I'll wait for project. I'll wait. So don't bother saying, I'm going to wait until when I am motivated. Most often than not, you can't wait and sit down for motivation. It's when you're already on it that motivation comes. So I'm going to be showing you how you're able to beat procrastination. Number one is identify the emotions you are feeling. Don't deny it. Don't run away from it. What's really wrong? Why am I trying to postpone this? It could be fear. Oh, wow. I fear that the presentation might not be perfect. You've told yourself the problem. And see, the moment you can name the emotion, or no, I feel overwhelmed, I'm not sure I know what to do. Good. The moment you can name it, you are now able to, you put a name to it, you are now able to think. You now have clarity. You now have clarity. You're able to think and then begin to walk towards it. If it's fear, you now know what to do. If it's overwhelmed, but the fact is that the moment you name it, your brain goes into, okay, what can we do about this? Number two, break that task into micro tasks. What am I saying? For example, instead of saying, oh, I want to write my report. Now the report might look so big. Tell yourself, let me write the first paragraph of this report. That is easy, right? Most often than not, by the time you start, you already kick in. By the time you start, motivation will kick in and you go for much more hours than you actually think. Number three is to have a momentum anchor. Now, a momentum anchor is something that you do or that tells your brain that it's time to move. For example, it could be music, it could be even your workspace, it could be music, it could be your workspace setup, it could be anything. For example, it could be, oh, I play soft music before I get into work. It could even be your timer. I know I used to do that at that time. You tell yourself, okay, I set my timer for the next 25 minutes. I'm going to focus on this work I want to do until the alarm rings. Yes, until the alarm rings. So that way you get yourself into it. Most often than not, you may even find yourself finishing what you want to do. But having a momentum anchor is something that can help you into the flow. It could be music. Some people, when they play music, they get relaxed or they're even happy, then they move to do things. I know of somebody who, whenever I want to wash clothes, because washing clothes and doing house chores is something he does not really like doing. So you know what he does? He just play music. So as the music is playing, whoops, he just start mopping, he start washing and everything like that. Those are momentum anchor. So you have to discover what's your own momentum anchor. Some people too is when they have a very clean workspace. You know, when their workspace is clean and they just sit, they're in the mood. So you determine your momentum anchor. Have a momentum anchor. Anchor that project or anchor that task to that momentum. Now I have a bonus point for you, and that is reframe how you see progress or how you see success. Now, the problem is procrastination always wants everything to be perfect. The expectation that everything should be perfect most of the time is what drives you to procrastinate. So instead of seeing a perfection, why don't you see every task as a draft? Yes, why don't you see it as a draft? Why don't you see it as something to start, not something that must become something that must be perfect, something that at least I must start? Guess what? One simple step today is greater than 10 perfect plans tomorrow. Yes, have that in your mind. If you're struggling with procrastination, try this. Identify the emotions that you are feeling with respect to that task. Break the task into micro tasks. Let's say a 5-minute action task, something like that. Then, three, have a momentum anchor. So, there you are with 3 practical things you can do. And remember, my bonus tip is that you should rephrase or reframe how you see accomplishment or success or getting anything done. Now, if you want to go deeper, I do have an audio masterclass which you can grab, link in the description and also in the pinned comments, and that is how to get things done even when you don't feel like it. Is very practical, straight to the point, and it will help you get into the mood to get any task done even when you don't feel like it. Also, I invite you to join my WhatsApp channel. It is free and you have the link in the description as well. There you can have productivity tips, encouragement to be able to actualize every of your goals and also to beat procrastination. My name is Dr. Oluwaseun once again, and I delight in seeing and making your dreams come true. Cheers to your success. Bye. Ciao, ciao.